Hey, it's Millan here. Welcome to another episode of Driving with Carolina. And today I want to talk about the three most important traits you need to work on if you want to succeed as an entrepreneur. So stay tuned. All right, so there are obviously lots of positive traits of entrepreneurs, but in this video I want to focus on the main three that I believe are the core of everything else. And if you don't get these three well, if you don't nail them, it's going to be really hard to get everything else together. So the first one, my friend, and these are abilities, by the way. There are a lot of people who might say, but I have this issue, I've never been like that. Excuses. You can work on these things. For some people it'll be harder, for some people it's just easier, but it's possible. So the first one is clarity. You need clarity, and I need sunglasses right now because the sun is very bright and I'm obviously driving. So clarity. If you don't have clarity, you're just out there doing things for the sake of doing them. If I asked you right now, why do you want to start a business? And your answer is unclear. Your answer is, I just want to make some extra money. Your answer is, I don't know, because it's cool. If your answer is something along those lines, you are not going to succeed because you have no clarity. You don't really know what you want, why you want it. So to get clarity, you need to get clear on those two. What is it that you want to achieve and why? Those are the two main questions. Then you can go on with the what, the who, like the what you're going to do. First, the what do you want? Why do you want it? And then what are you going to sell? What are you going to offer? Who are you going to serve? Right? So those are all the main questions, but you need to start with clarity from within, from the reasons why you want to do something with your life, the reason you want to start that business. The product and who you're going to serve are very important, but they come after. If you're not clear from within, from your heart, what does your heart tell you, then everything else can be wonderful. You can have the best product ever. You're going to have a hard time selling it. And you need to be the best salesperson for your brand. Doesn't mean you're not going to hire other people who are going to sell better than you, but you need to be the best when you're starting out, and you need to really, really, really believe in what you're doing. And without clarity, it's not going to happen. All right? So that's the first one. Clarity. Okay, so ask yourself right now, you can pause this video and write it down on an old-fashioned pen and paper. Why do I want to do this? And what is it that I want out of this? Okay, whatever business you're looking into. The second thing, my friend, you need to get clear on is focus. You need to master your focus. Because here's the thing, when you're unclear, okay, that's why it starts with clarity. Because when you're unclear, it's very challenging to even begin to focus on anything. When you're unclear, you suffer many times from shiny object syndrome. And because you don't know what you want to do, you end up trying all these things. And maybe you've been there. Oh, I'm going to try e-commerce because I heard it's easier. I don't have to build a brand. Not true. If you want to build e-commerce long-term, you have to build a brand. Oh, I'm going to do coaching. I'm going to get certified as a coach because, I can manage my time and work from home or whatever. Sure, those are interesting aspects about being a coach, but that's not a strong enough reason why. Oh, I'm going to do affiliate marketing because I heard it's a very profitable model and I can make some money that way. So when you are unclear, you are unable to focus, and you need to focus. You need to focus on just one thing. Just pick one of these things and do it. Get that clarity. Which one of all those business models you want to try? I have a video on my YouTube channel where I share with you several ways for you to build multiple income sources. But something I mentioned in my video is, okay, but pick one. Pick one or two. Okay, two maximum. But honestly, I would say pick one, master it. And hey, if along the way you get even more clear and you realize, hey, you know what? This is not for me. I don't like it anymore. Awesome. You tried it. You tested it out. You got the clarity you needed now. Now you can move on to the next thing you wanted to try. And the third thing, actually, it's two more things that you need to work on in order to succeed as an entrepreneur: empathy and kindness. empathy and kindness. Because if you lack empathy, not only will you not be able to connect to your clients and prospects, but you will not be able to build a team. You will not be able to attract people that will want to stick around with you and help you build your empire. So you need to have empathy and you need to have kindness. Kindness is very underrated right now. People are so rude. Like, I go on social media and I interact with a lot of young people. I'll tell you why. I love BTS, the Korean boy group. I love BTS very much. And those guys are in their 20s. I'm in my 30s. So yeah, according to younger people's standards, I'm too old to be into a band like BTS, which is crazy if you ask me. Because when the Backstreet Boys were around, if you were 30-something and you liked the Backstreet Boys, well, okay, they're still around, but I'm talking about the 90s, early 2000s. If you were in your 30s and you liked them, us younger people back then, we didn't insult you or anything. We didn't go harass you for liking them. Yes, there was no social media, but even if we saw you at a concert, the reaction back then was like, oh wow, that's awesome. Look, older people like this. That's amazing. Today, younger generations are like, they have zero empathy, very little empathy. They attack other people, they bully each other online, and I see this happen every day because I'm on Twitter a lot, and so I interact with a lot of these fandoms, and the things these kids do, it'll scare the crap out of you that they're capable of. Death threats, like you disagree with them and they send you death threats to your direct messages on Instagram, on Twitter. And so there's no empathy. There's very little kindness. I'm not saying the entire generation is lost, but man, like things you see. So we need more people who develop kindness, who deploy kindness and empathy. It's needed in this world. And if you're going to start a business, like I said, you need to have those two qualities. You need to work on them. We are humans. We are capable of these emotions. We are capable of having empathy. We are capable of being kind. We just forget a lot of times because we are so focused on ourselves. We are so much inside of our own heads that we fail to see other people and like really see other people as a whole and really understand what they're going through. So let's recap. Number one, you need clarity. You need to know where you're going. You need a map. And sometimes getting that clarity means, hey, I'm lost. I need a mentor. And sometimes you need someone to help you get clear. And that's part of clarity, if you know what I mean. Okay, so now I understand. I still feel lost about what I want to do, so I'm going to get a mentor. I'm going to get a coach and get some help so that I can get that clarity. But you must get clear. What do you want? Why you want it? And then who you're going to serve and how you're going to serve them. Okay? So the what, the why, the who, the how. The how is probably the least important thing. The second thing, my friend, second trait you need to develop is focus. Big one thing, get clear about what you're going to do and now focus all the way until the end. Because if you allow yourself to get too distracted, if you suffer from shiny object syndrome, if you go buy a bunch of things and try 1,000 different business models because you're looking for that silver bullet, I'll tell you something, I'll save you some time here. There are no silver bullets. There's no such thing as a silver bullet. You have to figure things out yourself with the help of mentors. And when you find a mentor, when you find somebody who can guide you and help you get focused, you will start seeing results. But there's no silver bullet, there's no easy way. Even if you hire a mentor, you can't just expect your mentor to solve all of your problems. You have to take action. You have to follow the guidance. You have to get the work done. I'm telling you, there's no easy way. There's no magic press of a button and I magically instantly have a business up and running, making me money, or everybody would be doing that. And the people that seem like, oh my God, it seems so easy for this person, how are they doing it? Those people focused. Those people work their asses off, many of them, most of them. There are very few people who inherit their family's business and it's all up and running. There are people like that, sure. But that's not you and me. That's not us. So, focus. Pick one thing, go all the way in. If you discover at some point that it's not for you, after you focus, after you try things out, move on to the next one. Don't be stubborn either. And don't confuse being focused with being stubborn. If something's really not working, I know sometimes it can be painful to drop it, but after a certain time, you have to drop it. And the clarity and the focus and the guidance and mentorship you get from other people are going to be extremely helpful, because that's how you'll know if you're trying too hard, or you know what, I need to keep trying, because if I give up now, I know the diamonds, I know the gold is just 2 feet away. You keep digging. You keep digging. And number 3 and 4, empathy and kindness. You need to develop those 2 traits. You need to work on being more kind to people, having more empathy, to really recognize as well. And I think this goes very, very in hand with humility. Having the humility to admit you're wrong, and the humility to admit that you don't know everything, you don't have everything figured out, and sometimes other people might be right and you might be wrong. And for that, my friend, you need that kindness, you need that empathy. So I hope this video was valuable for you today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending some time with me in my car. And if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, tap the notifications bell so you never miss a thing. I have a lot of content for you. I feel like I'm just getting started, even though I have hundreds and hundreds of videos on my YouTube channel. I have so much more to share with you. So thank you so much. And make sure you leave me a comment as well. Give the video a thumbs up. Tell me what you thought. And share this episode with somebody who needs to hear this. And go ahead, be kind, be awesome. Let me know if this was helpful for you. Let me know if you got some clarity now. And if you need any help, you can always go to workwithcarolina.com. Learn more about my private coaching program. Very excited to work with more people and help you build the business of your dreams to become a lifestyle entrepreneur. I'll talk to you in the next video.